Version app, Amplified Bible, Classic Edition, 1 Samuel 22 AM PC. So David departed and escaped to the cave of Adullam. And when his brothers and all his father's house heard it, they went down there to him, and everyone in distress or in debt or discontented gathered to him and became a commander over them, and they were with him about 400 men. And David went from there to Mitzvah or of Moab, and he said to the king of Moab, "Let my father and the Moabites descend. And my mother, I pray you, come out of Judah and be with you till I know that God will do for me." And he brought them before the king of Moab, and they dwelt with him all the while that David was in the stronghold in Moab. Then the prophet Gad said to David, "Do not remain in the stronghold, leave and get into the land of Judah." So David left and went to the forest of Harath. And Saul heard that David was discovered, and the men that were with him. Saul was sitting in Gibeah under the tamarisk tree, and on the height, his spear in hand, and all his servants standing about him. Saul said to the servants who stood about him, "Hear now, you Benjamites. Will the son of Jesse give every one of you fields and vineyards and make you all commanders of thousands and hundreds? That all of you have conspired against me. No one discloses to me when my son makes a league with the son of Jesse. None of you is sorry for me or discloses that my son has stirred up my servant against me to lie in wait as he does this day." Then Doeg the Edomite, who stood in Saul's servants, said, "I saw the son of Jesse come to Nob, to the Amalek son of Hetab, and the Amalek conquered of the Lord for him, and gave provisions of the sword of Goliath and the Philistine." Then the king sent to call Amalek the priest, the son of Ahitub, and the father's house, the priests who were at Nob, and they came to the king. Saul said, "Hear now, you son Ahitub." Here replied, "Here I am, my lord." Saul said to him, "Why have you conspired against me, you and your son of Jesse, giving him bread and a sword, and inquiring of God for him, so he could rise against me and lie wait as he does this day?" And Amalek answered the king, "And who is so faithful among you, all your servants, as David, who is the king's son-in-law, and is taken into your counsel and honored in your house? Have I only today begun inquiring of God for him? No, let not the king impute any wrong to his servant or to all the house of my father, for your servant has known nothing of all this, little or much." Saul said, "You shall surely die, Amalek, you and all your father's house." And the king said to the guard that stood about him, "Turn and slay the Lord's priests, because their hand also is with David, and because they knew that he fled and did not disclose it to me." But the servants of the king would not put forth their hands against the Lord's priests. The king said to Doeg, "You turn and fall upon the priest." And Doeg and the mate turned and attacked the priest, and slew that day 85 persons who wore the priest's linen ephod. And Nob, the city of the priests, he smote with the sword, both men and women, children, suckling oxen, donkeys, and sheep he put to the sword. And one of the sons of Amalek, son of Ahitub, named Abthar, escaped and fled after David. And Abner told David that Saul had slain the Lord's priest. David said to Abner, I knew that day when Doeg and Ammite was there, that he would surely tell Saul, I will have occasioned the death of all your father's house. Stay with me, fear not, for he who seeks my life seeks your life. But with me you shall be safeguarded.